Our initial reaction was excitement. We were one of the 2 original craft facilities chosen for the pilot, and it was quite an honor, of course, to be chosen. Quickly, as we went through the process, there was, overwhelming as we were going through the changes and learning more about the process, but by far, it was quite the honor, so we were excited about that honor.
Initially, it seemed very overwhelming. There were a lot of new ideas we were trying to implement. There were also a lot of ideas that we had done before. But as we got further into it, we spent more time with our coaches, began to see how all the pieces fit together and how it integrated together. Now we can see that vision, we can see where it's going, and can see what it's really going to do for our company.
So probably initially where I saw it the most was when I saw that transfer of ownership to a lot of the actual individuals that we call equipment owners on the lines, where they started building their capabilities and doing things that they've never done before. So when they're actually, some of them got way outside of their comfort zone and started grabbing wrenches and touching things that they'd never had to touch before, and now they're able to do those activities that used to be somebody else's responsibility. So that transfer of ownership was really something that's changed a lot.
The biggest change I have seen is I have seen engagement of people. And before you might have satisfied people, but satisfied people is just a personal commitment, whereas engaged employees is a mutual commitment between you and the company.
The biggest change, I think, is the employee involvement. It's grown immensely. We've thrown a lot out there for them to absorb, and they have, and they've stepped up and really come through for the process.
It does, it gives me tools to handle issues that I come about, and not only does it give me the tools to handle these issues, but it also gives me the answers to them. In the beginning it didn't, because you're in that learning phase, but after several months and you start doing the defect handling, you start doing the CILs, and you start doing center lining and all these different tools that are available into the ILSS toolkit, what it does for you, it gives you, like I said, it gives you answers to solve issues that come about.
Well, the initial implementation of Integrated Lean Six Sigma, actually it added a lot to my daily duties. There were a lot of new systems we were trying to implement, things we were trying to develop. As we're starting to go, as the equipment owners are taking more lead on their lines, we can see where things are starting to transfer, where the maintenance group is getting freed up to go into deeper dives. They're spending more time doing root cause analysis. And long term, it's going to make everybody's life easier. It's definitely going to get us running better, running more consistent, and I think it'll really help everybody.
Kyle's success, in my opinion, differ in one key way, in that it actually involved the hourly employees, the associates, the equipment owners. Whereas in the past we do activities that involves a small segment of the population, or certainly the CI or continuous improvement group, or the salaried group, some sort of a special event such as a value stream mapping exercise. But on the Isle of Success, it actually involves getting all, not just a few, but all of the employees engaged. From a CI pillar standpoint, we saw this turnaround when we did the loss analysis event, where we actually trained the employees, all employees in the area, to go out and identify defects, losses in their area, on their lines, on their pieces of equipment. And they, with our help, not only identify the defects, but also help to eliminate those defects. At that point, the light bulb went on and said, aha, this is sustainable, because it is not the CI guys doing the work, it is the hourly employees doing the work, the equipment owners, the associated area. That's when the light bulb went on for them.
Yeah, I feel definitely more engaged, and I feel like it's what engagement has done for me is it's giving me creativity in my job. And whenever you give creativity in your job, what it does is it has the potential to release high performance.
Oh yeah, very much so. We're very much more engaged than we were, because in the past, You know, you just basically did your job and tried to do it to the best of your ability. You wasn't really that concerned with breakdowns and what was causing the breakdowns and things you could do to try to prevent them from happening again.
Yes. There's still some improvement as far as shift to shift, but that's my responsibility. I take that on as far as coaching and getting everybody together on the same page.
Definitely more as a team. The coaching that's happening back and forth between the maintenance group and the equipment owners, between the different pillar leads, it's definitely bringing the whole plant together as one integrated team. Definitely don't get caught up in all the forms and craft. In the past, we've been about standard forms and following the standard procedure. You need to understand the intent of why you're trying to do what you're trying to do, and not to let perfect get in the way of getting started. Sometimes you have to develop the system the best you can at that point, put it out there, start using it, improve it from there. If you wait until you have it perfect, you're always going to be waiting. So you need to go ahead, dive in, understand your intent, and continue to improve the product you have.
Really about the people. We could go out and fix everything on a piece of equipment and run it, and 2 weeks later doing the same thing, we're going to be right back in the same position we were in before. This is getting out, getting our people engaged, getting them ownership, and having them take the role. I mean, take ownership of what they have.